All right, everyone. Um, Good to be here. Before I take any of your questions today, I'm just going to release a statement. Um, as many of you have known by now, that the Notre Dame staff, basically myself and Coach Nickel, have decided to leave South Bend and take the USC head coaching job and athletic director. This is something that is kind of a dream of mine over the years. I'm from California. Going back home is going to be real nice to be, closer to home and family. But with that said, I have a lot of love for Notre Dame. In the 7 years that I've been here, we've accomplished a lot. We've won a ton of games. We've won 3 straight national championships, and we're hoping to get our fourth. Um, with that said, we're gonna stay on until the end of the season and hopefully see out another title run. But it's probably not the best timing for this press conference. But I wanted to get ahead of it before the rumors started to spread and the players started um, wondering what the heck was going on. With that said, I'm going to take some of your questions before I get out of here. So yeah, how did this all come about? Well, I wasn't actively looking for a job at USC at this point. I knew the job was open for a while. It was well known that the staff was going to be leaving after the season. It wasn't until probably, a couple weeks ago that USC just made contact with me and offered me the job. And the first thing I wanted to do was see if Coach Nickel was interested in following me, because I have a high opinion of him and I really think that he's a perfect fit for how I want to run a program. And so once he was on board, it was a no-brainer. And it was probably a couple of days ago that we decided to go ahead and take the job. What am I going to miss about being at Notre Dame? I don't know, the fans. I would say the fans, the history of the university. It's like a walking museum. You go into the stadium and through the tunnel, and it's like the mecca of college football, in my opinion. And so I'm gonna miss, the community. When you're winning at Notre Dame, you're basically a god in this area. And so for the last 7 years, we've really won a lot of games here, and I think that it's been a wild ride. Is Coach Nickel the right guy? Yeah, you know what? When I came to Notre Dame, I hired Coach Nickel, who was a young coach at the time, pretty unproven, and I really liked his fire and his tenacity. Really good game planner. He definitely gets the most out of the players that I recruit for him, and I really think he's a perfect fit. And that's why once he came on board, I was all in when USC came calling. Do I think this announcement will potentially hurt our chances at in this bowl game, the next bowl game especially? Yeah, I do think it is, and that's why this was kind of a unfortunate time to release or to have this press conference, because I really want us to have our full concentration on Michigan coming tomorrow night. But I didn't want this to get out and the rumors to be swirling, and then have the players have that over in the back of their minds. And so I decided to kind of get ahead of it. What do I know about USC? Not a whole lot. I remember some of their players I scouted. A Mescal was a later round quarterback that I scouted 3 or 4 years back, and I think he's got some potential, and so I'm excited to see what Coach Nickel can do with him, and when we bring our explosive offense over there. They got some really good defensive backs. Inman Marshall last year was one of the top defensive backs coming out of high school, and so I'm excited to work with him and to get some players around him. But I haven't dove in deeply with this roster yet. I'm gonna probably wait until after this bowl season to really start diving in and getting ready for the draft. Right now, we're concentrating on getting that fourth straight national title, and hopefully, we can get the job done. Because these guys deserve it. They played really well this year. They haven't lost a game in, I want to say, like over 50 games. So, you know, we got to keep it going. All right, that's it. All right, guys. Well, thank you for everybody. All these years, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna miss you. I love Notre Dame, and it's gonna be sad to leave.